Good afternoon. So the first point is Faraday's law. Now, what is Faraday's law? So the Michael Faraday in 1931 discovered experimentally that a current was induced in a conducting loop when magnetic flux linking the loop changed. The Michael Faraday in 1931 discovered that experimentally that a current was induced in a conducting loop when the magnetic flux linking the loop changed. So in terms of the field, we can say that a time varying magnetic field produces an electromotive force, or we can say EMF, which causes a current in closed loop. The quantitative relation between the induced EMF, that is the voltage which arises from the conductor moving in a magnetic field or from a changing magnetic field, and the rate of change of flux linkage developed is based on the experimental observation which is known as Faraday's law. So the time varying magnetic field produces an electromotive force which may establish a current in a suitable closed circuit. Faraday discovered that the induced EMF or VAMF involved in any closed circuit is equal to the time rate of change of magnetic flux linkage by the circuit, and the negative sign shows that the induced voltage acts in such a way so as to oppose the flux producing it. So this is known as Lenz's law. What is Faraday's law? Faraday's law states that the EMF induced across a loop of conductor is always equal to the negative rate of flux linkage with respect to the loop of conductor, or whenever a magnetic flux linking with a conductor or a loop of conductor is changed, an EMF is always induced in that conductor or loop, and the direction of an induced EMF is such that it always opposes the current producing it. So here is a diagram which shows as the magnet moves to the right, the magnetic flux through the surface decreases. Also there is a magnetic motion direction is shown. The surface may be a real or purely imaginary, and the electric field lines form a complete loop which is around the boundary. The EMF equation is minus d phi by dt V. So the induced magnetic field produced by the induced current will oppose the rate of change of original magnetic field. The induced magnetic field produced by the induced current will oppose the rate of change of original magnetic field. So a non-zero value of d phi by dt may result from any of the situation, that is first is a time changing flux linking a stationary closed path, second relative motion between a steady flux and closed path, and third a combination of the two. If the closed path is taken by n turned filament 3 conductor, then phi is now interpreted as the flux passing through any of n coincident path. So if we consider a conductor or a loop, if we consider a conductor or a loop of conductor under the influence of magnetic field, so let dl is the differential length of the conductor. Then by using Faraday's law, the EMF can be induced by first moving a conductor in stationary field, second by changing the field across a stationary conductor, and third by changing both conductor and magnetic field. So as E is equal to minus d phi by dt, but by the theory of magnetism, the flux which are crossing any surface, then phi is integration of b bar dot ds bar. So only in stationary charges mean electrostatic field, steady current means magnetostatic field, and time varying current means electromagnetic field. So only in non-time varying case can electric and magnetic field be considered as independent of each other, and in time varying, or we can say dynamic case, the two fields are interdependent. A changing magnetic field induces an electric field and vice versa. So we can say that the non-zero d phi by dt can be produced in several ways. One particular case is when time varying flux linking a stationary closed path induces an EMF, and the EMF which is induced in a stationary closed path by a time varying magnetic field is called as transformer EMF. The EMF which is induced in stationary closed path by a time varying magnetic field is called as transformer EMF. So here equation of EMF is given, integration E bar dot dl bar. We can write minus d by dt of integration goes from as b dot ds. Now the variation of the flux with time as may be caused in three ways, that is by having a stationary loop in time varying B field, by having a time varying loop area in a static B field, and by having a time varying loop area in time varying B field. So in motional EMF, A rod is moved at a speed v along a pair of the conducting rails which are separated by distance, we can say L, in a uniform magnetic field B. The rails are stationary relative to the B and connected to the stationary resistor R. So if we consider the area enclosed by the moving rod, rails and resistor, the B is perpendicular to the area and area is increasing as the rod moves. So the magnetic flux enclosed by the rails, rod and resistor is increasing. When the flux changes, an EMF is induced according to Faraday's law of induction. Now the stationary loop in time varying magnetic field. So the magnetic flux is the only time varying quantity on the right side. Now by applying the Stokes theorem, the equation becomes like this. The surface integral taken over identical surface and the surface R may be chosen as a differential. So one of Maxwell's four equation as written in differential or point form. So it is delta cross E is minus dB by dt. Next is a moving loop in static magnetic field. So when conducting loop is moving in a static B field, a force on charge moving with uniform velocity v in magnetic field is given here. Also the motional electric field is given. The motional EMF which is produced by a moving conductor is EMF is equal to integration of EM dot dl. So magnetic loop in static magnetic field. Here the force per unit charge is called the motional electric field intensity. The moving conductor loop is in time varying magnetic field. So both transformer EMF and motional EMF are present. Now we will see the displacement current density in the next lecture. Thank you. So in the study of static field, we can observe that the static electric field are produced by the electric charges, static magnetic are static magnetic are produced by the charges in the motion or by the steady current. So static electric field is a conservative field and it has no curl. The static magnetic field is a continuous and its divergence is 0. So for a moving conductor in a static magnetic field, we can observe the moving with the conductor, there is no apparent motion, and the magnetic force can be interpreted as an induced electric field acting along the conductor and producing a voltage. So what is Faraday's law? Faraday's law is the state that the EMF induced across a loop of conductor, the EMF which is induced across a loop of conductor is always equal to the negative rate of flux linkage with respect to the loop of the conductor, or whenever a magnetic flux is linking with conductor or a loop of conductor is changed, and EMF is always induced in that conductor of loop. It states that EMF induced across a loop of conductor is always equal to the negative rate of flux linkage with respect to the loop of conductor, or whenever the magnetic flux linking with conductor or the loop of conductor is changed, and EMF which is always induced in that conductor or loop. So the direction of an induced EMF is such that it always opposes the cause producing it.